Hello, friends. Father Frank Pavone here, Director of Priests for Life with Daily Diary Update. In this video, I want to cover Friday the 19th, Saturday the 20th, and Sunday the 21st of August of 2022. So things are hopping here as usual. On the 19th was an office day. Got up early and did the Mass for broadcast later on, and work at my desk, and early morning conference call with administrative personnel, and at my desk working on things throughout the day, and emails such as postings for the website and social media, letters of reference that other groups needed, upcoming planning for trips, approvals for emails going out, preparation for media interviews coming up, preparation for the meeting of national leaders that I coordinate, the 115 Forum quarterly meetings in Washington, and also preparations for some advertising that we're going to be doing. At 8:15 in the morning, I had a radio interview with Teresa Tomeo, after which I went directly into our morning staff briefing. After which, began meeting with various staff and had a meeting with our technology team at 10 o'clock. 10:30, went into the studio to pre-tape a program for airing that night for Praying for America, as it's called. It airs on Right Side Broadcasting, on Getter, and on many other platforms. I'm sure many of you see it. Then I had a lunch and then a meeting with a potential new hire, a new employee. We're still hiring for various positions. So our administrative team and I met with this potential new person. Then I went over to the local blood bank to give blood in the mid-afternoon. Came back, that was at 2 o'clock, came back for a 3 o'clock meeting with our administrative team and one of our interns who's finishing up his time with us. Actually, he's going to be continuing interning, but doing so from school. So we had a transition meeting to make sure that he's all set up to do that work for us remotely. Right after that meeting, I went into a meeting with our social media and website departments together, and we talked about promotion and posting of some upcoming video projects. And then the rest of the day, I was simply working on packing for an upcoming trip, more emails and work at my desk, and signing of cards for donors and bishops. We remember them on their birthdays and things like that. Saturday, the 20th of August, I got up very early and drove myself to Orlando Airport. Getting to the airport, I settled in, checked in for my flight, which was going to be taking me to Georgia for a speech that night. In the airport and on the plane, I worked on various emails, and let me tell you what those were all about. There's an upcoming book about the impact of Priests for Life that we're working on. I did some work on that. Planning for the upcoming meeting of pro-life leaders in Washington, planning for upcoming media, planning on some work for our polling, doing final revisions to the new prayer book, In the Company of His Saints. Did a blurb for one of the new books coming out from Ignatius Press, and read the manuscript while I was on the plane. In a letter to our high donors, approving that and approving one of our upcoming travelogue mailings. I got to Atlanta, switched planes to go to Augusta, landed in Augusta, was picked up by one of the local pro-life leaders and brought to the hotel. This was the Greater Augusta area chapter of Georgia Right to Life. Then I was privileged to spend a little time visiting right there at the hotel with a family that I've known for many, many years, and they happen to be in the area, and part of the family lives right there in the area, so we had a nice visit with them. I blessed some rosaries for them. They gave me a nice image of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And I continued doing work in my hotel room, email work and communication with certain staff. And then at 5:15, I was picked up to go to it was called the Southern Evening for Life Gala. I give a 45-minute talk about the new framework of the pro-life movement now that Roe has been overturned. Great interaction with the people. They loved the talk. I loved meeting with them. I signed some books and had great conversations, including with a good number of priests who were there at the event. Went to bed, and then early the next morning got up, was working on some emails as I went to the airport, awaited my flight, and the flight went from Augusta to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Orlando. Things working on my emails is an abortionist that we're going to be exposing, sharing some explosive material about his corrupt actions, and then also preparing for some upcoming shows, radio shows, and letters to our donors. Got back to Orlando, jumped in my car, and instead of coming back to my office, I drove an hour away into Volusia County here in Florida for an event with Governor Ron DeSantis. And he's going around, of course, giving various talks, and I led the opening prayer for that event and met with a lot of candidates for school board. And you'll see some pictures on social media. I met with some leaders, local Republican leaders, and wonderful people. It was great to spend time with them. So I was there for about 2 hours, and then drove back home for another hour back to my office. Got here, had a quick dinner, and did some unpacking and desk work and whatnot, and then went to bed relatively early. And that was Sunday the 21st. So thank you for following these updates. Thank you for what you're doing to keep busy in the fight for life. And pray for our whole team. We love doing this work. We will never get tired of it. We will win the victory together. God bless you.